this is Jill from Paper Daisy Crafting. Thank you for joining me today. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the UK, and I demonstrate and showcase products from Stampin' Up that if you wanted to buy, you'd be very welcome to purchase through my shop. There'll be a link below this video. I'm just trying to grab my monthly shopping code for March. There it is. Do a screen save or a screenshot if you want to save that. Z7RVG6EA. If you add that to the host code box as you order, I'll be able to send you a free product gift next month. Anyway, today's project, this is part of my beginner card making for beginners series. We're stepping it up a little bit today. Way back at the beginning of the series we did a bit about matting, and I've used a bit of matting on here today, so just different layers of card to give you a bit of a border. And today we're going to be using this stamp set. I love this stamp set. I've had it for quite a long while and haven't actually used it. I bought it, I think, sort of beginning of the autumn last year, and because it's tulips, didn't seem very appropriate. But now, of course, we're coming into spring. It's very appropriate, and I do love it. And I love it more because it's got a matching punch with it. So today we're going to be using the punch, which punches out the big tulip shape and one of the leaves. There's 3 different leaves in the set, and the punch punches out one of the leaves. So you can get a bit of dimension easily to your card, which is great. Always adds a bit of interest. So you could make this card and you could have just stamped it flat, just one layer, but having those layers, I don't know if you can see, I've raised them up on dimensionals, just makes all the difference. And it's got some lovely sentiments in it as well, this set. Got hello, happy birthday, get well soon, happy Mother's Day. I love this. Happy Easter, happy spring, happy everything. I think that's quite nice. And then a couple that I probably won't use. May the memories of yesterday comfort you today. What a difference one single eye. They're not my kind of sentiments, those ones, but you might like them. So anyway, we're going to get started and see how easy it is to make this little card. So we're going to start off with a Whisper White, no, basic white. I have to stop saying Whisper White because we don't stock that anymore. Factory that stocked Whisper White, that provided us with Whisper White, went out of business because of the pandemic. So we now have basic white. Very similar products. I would challenge you to tell the difference. And I have a card blank here that measures 14.5 centimetres down that way, 21 along that way, and then I'm going to pop it into my trimmer and score halfway along at 10.5 centimetres. If you're working in inches, this is 8 1/4, so you score at 4 1/8. I just had a thought. I just need to apologise for the state of my hands. I've been gardening today, and in the end, I managed without the gloves. So my nails are absolutely filthy. So please excuse the state of my nails. They're never highly manicured like a lot of the demos you see, because I can't work. I can't actually do any. If my nails are long and painted, I can't actually do any crafting. I find they get in the way. So mine are never manicured, but they are usually a bit cleaner than they are. They're not badly, you know. Few of them are long. I cut them off if they break or whatever. But no, never highly manicured mine. Right, so that's our card blank. We're then going to take a coloured piece of card to do our mat. Now here, this is Melon Mambo. And I actually used by mistake Magenta Madness. I meant to use Melon Mambo on here, but when I put in the stamp pad away, I realised I'd use Magenta Madness. Quite like it though, very bright and vibrant. But I've used Melon Mambo for my mat, and today I'm going to use Gorgeous Grape. And that mat needs to measure 13.5 by 9.5. So it's actually what was I going to say? It's actually a centimetre smaller than the card blank. So is this 13.5? Not quite. So what we will do is we'll do 13.5 this way. Sorry, just losing my thread there a bit. There we go. And 9.5 this way. Like so. And that's going to layer and give us quite a big border around it. So like that, and it's going to give us 0.5 centimetre all the way round. And then the piece of Miss Whisper White that we're going to stamp onto measures 0.5 centimetre smaller than that. So instead of 9.5, it's going to measure 9. And instead of 13.5, it's going to measure 13. There we are. So those are your layers of mats that you need. And that's going to layer on there with a thinner border round. That's going to be 1/4 centimetre that will have on all the way around it. And then this will layer onto there. But before we do any gluing or sticking, we're going to do the stamping. And we're going to use this set, as I said. We're going to use this big tulip, one of the stems, and one of the leaves. And then we want the other leaf, which is where have I put the other leaf? Have I put it away? I did put some, I put it away. I need this one out as well because this is what's going to, this is what we're going to punch out. This is the one we're going to punch. Let's just find a block to put that on. So we need this leaf as well. I thought I was being efficient, doing things up. Right, so what we're going to do, if you can see, we're going to stamp 2 tulips directly onto this card base, and then one I'm going to do on a piece of card and punch it out. So now one of the things I wanted to show you about this stamp set is you've got these 2 stems, and if I let that go, can you see that's got a bit of a kink to it going around that way? But actually you can actually, as you put it on the block, you can choose to straighten it up so it's nice and straight. So the good thing about photopolymer stamps is you can manipulate them a little bit as you put them on your block. So just put it on there and then just let it go down. So that's a really good tip for these. Right, okay, I'm just going to grab a piece of scrap paper I've been using just so it doesn't mess up my grid paper too much. Right, and I'm going to take my gorgeous grape and I'm going to do my 3 tulips, 2 on the card back base and 1 on a piece of scrap card, which I'm just going to grab here. There we go. So I've actually got some dark tulips a bit like this coming up in my garden this year, which I planted last autumn, so I'm hoping they will come up. So we're just going to do, so we're going to do them slightly to the side, so not pointing directly straight. I'm just trying to decide where that goes, maybe there. And then got a bit of hair there. Another one this side. So these are a very rich purple. There we go. And then I'm going to do one of those. Of course, you can do it any colour. Tulips can be nearly any colour these days, can't they? So you can do it any colour you like. Right, let's pop that. Oh, before I pop that away, I am actually going to do my sentiment. And for this one, I used the happy birthday out of the set for this one. For this one, I'm going to do get well soon because I've got a feeling might be needing to send. I've got a friend who's just been in contact with someone with COVID and has been for a test today. So I've got a feeling that I might need a get. Oh no, that's too. Need it in the middle. Try again. I might be needing a get well soon card fairly soon. So there we go. Right, that's why card has got 2 sides, because if you do it wrong, you can do it right again. Right, that's all the purple that we need, the gorgeous grape. We're now going to do the green, and I'm using Pear Pizzazz today for my green. Of course, you could use any green you like. And it's got quite a nice sort of subtle tone to it, Pear Pizzazz. It's not too in your face, I think. Right, okay, so we're going to do the 3 stems first of all. And we want them going fairly straight down. I don't want them bending. I want them going straight down. So I'm going to do one in the middle for the one that we're going to put on, the punched one there. So it doesn't matter. Oh, made a mark there. That's not good. Oh, this is going to go over it though. That's going to be good. That's going to disguise it. There we go. Try not to wiggle your stamp or you will get and line from the edge of your stamp. And there's our 3 stems. So quite easy to do. It's quite easy stamping so far. And then I'm going to take my punch. I'm going to punch out my tulip. Of course, this will punch out the leaf as well, but it's just a piece of white card. Actually, I need to trim a bit off there because it won't go in quite smoothly enough. You need to just make sure you punch on a piece of card, stamp on a piece of card that's big enough to give you a bit of a handle. No, that's still not going to go. Just need to get it positioned in the punch properly. And if the card is too wide, it just won't fit. Right, what am I doing here? There we go. Right, so line it up. Try and get a border that's equidistant all the way around, like so. And punch. And then that is going in the middle there. Slightly above the other two, slightly higher. So I'm going to take just a couple of dimensionals. Let's get them out. My sheet of dimensionals. There we go. And I'm going to cut these in half, just because we don't need full ones. So just cut them in half. They'll give us just as much rise as they would if they were full, but they'll go a little bit further. I am loving this stamp set though. I don't know why I've not cracked it open to use before. I resisted buying it last spring, and like I said, I bought it quite late with a view to using it, but never quite did. But now that it's spring and the tulips are beginning to poke their heads, they're not out here yet. The daffodils are out, the crocuses are out, snowdrops have been and gone, but the tulips come out a bit later, so they're not out yet. But I've got a lot that are growing in my garden. So quite excited to see what they come to. So put that one over top there like that, and then we can get on with doing some green leaves. So I'm going to stamp some towards the bottom, and then these, the punched ones are going to be further up because I want to lay this label. I don't want the punched ones to be below because otherwise the dimensionals are going to mean they get in the way. So I'm going to use the thin, skinny leaf to do some leaves down the bottom here. One there. Turn this round a bit. Do one in between here. Don't have to position yours exactly like I'm doing. I might do it around the other way again. You can decide where you want yours. Do that a bit further down. There we go. Right, okay, and then I'm going to do 3 of the one that punches out on the green one here. I'm going to go from this end. And I need 3 of these. Hope that's going to work. You just need to be a bit careful when you're working with these punches that punch out more than one image, because it's still going to punch that image even if that's not the image you want. So if I put that in this way round, hopefully that will work. There we go. Can you see? Lined that up, and but you see it punched up a few other images as well, a bit of the other image as well. But that's okay, that's just waste, that's just scrap. Could trim it off. I'll show you what I mean. I could trim this off so that it doesn't get in the way. And then just, there we go. You could position your stamps as well to line them up so that you punch out the tulip and the leaf as well. There is a way to do that, which I might show you another day, but actually I don't think it's really necessary with this. I think it's fine. Right, where are my 3 leaves? There they are. So there was my template one, and here, so one going up there, one coming across the other side, and one. Should I do that one round the other way? Oh, no, we'll do that. Like so. There we go. Right, so again I need my dimensionals. And again I need some halves. Like so. So I wonder if it's Sunday today while I'm videoing this. It's quite a nice day here. and I've been stuck in my craft room all day. Well, not stuck in my craft room, it's now nowhere I'd rather be. But I do feel I should have maybe got out and made a bit more of the sunshine today. But hey ho, there are more days. I do tend to just let myself craft all day on a Sunday, if that's what I feel like doing. Occasionally my husband will say, do you want to go for a walk? But he got up really early this morning and took our neighbour's dog out, and then he's just gone out for a run as well, so I doubt he's going to suggest going for a walk with me as well today. He's very, very fit and active, my husband. Puts me to shame, really. I do try and do my bit, but I don't do nearly as much as him. Certainly can't run these days. Not that I ever was a runner. I say that as if I used to run loads. I don't enjoy running. I don't think my body was built for running. It was built for crafting. There we go. I'm going to put this one a bit further down, I think, like that. And this one is going to go up there. No, we're going to do that one. No, I've got to decide which way around to do that one. Like that, yeah. There we go. Right, so it's so pretty, this and so easy to make, and the punch just adds a little bit of something extra. So rather than just flat stamping, or simple stamping, which is fine, this just adds a little bit more to it, and just means it is just a little bit more interesting, a little bit more dimension to your cards. Right, there we go. Right, there we are. Don't think it's quite in the middle, but I don't think that matters. I'm not going to worry about that for the minute. Right, now we're just going to glue the sentiment down the bottom here. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to measure how long the sentiment is, and it is about 5 centimetres, and the halfway point is there, and I know that I want this to be 10.5, so I'm going to measure it 11, so it just overlaps a little bit and then a bit to cut off. So I'm going to cut it to there, and that will mean that it's exactly centred. So I'm going to measure here and make sure I have the centre of this, which is there, sort of just where that stem is. So there, I just need to match my pencil marks up like so. Going to go there. So a little bit more Tombow. Oops, that's a bit runny. So I've got it on a damp sponge, and it's just absorbed some of the water. There we go, to make sure it keeps running. And I just wetted my sponge again. There we go. There we go. There's our Tombow. Good old Tombow. What would we do without you? And just line that up, and like so, and then just take some scissors and trim those ends off. Like so. So I wonder what you think of this stamp set. Is it one that you've noticed in this catalogue? I think with all the lovely new things, it's quite easy to overlook, because it's in the annual catalogue. It's not in the spring catalogue. It's in the annual catalogue. Well, that's not quite straight. Let's see if Tombow will give us a bit of wiggle room to change that. Oh, it's already stuck quite firm. There we go. Right, and then we're just going to layer our panel. And then we will be done. So another very simple little beginner project, just adding a little bit more. So the projects as we've gone on through this course have got a little bit more challenging, I suppose, but a bit more interesting, just showing you how easy it is to add all these elements to your card making. So if you're a real beginner, there's no reason why you can't have a go at this card. Follow my steps carefully. There we go, and that's going on there. Oh, it's quite nice in gorgeous grape, isn't it? Not a colour I use an awful lot. I usually use it in coordination with Highland Heather as a highlight or something, or a low light, but I don't use it an awful lot. But I do like it. I do like a nice rich purple. There we go. So a Get Well Soon card and a birthday card using Timeless Tulips and the Tulip Builder punch. Last thing to do is just to rub out the pencil mark that I put there to mark the middle. There we go. Right, there's my 2 cards. I wonder what you think of those. Really like them. I'm quite pleased with those. Very simple to do and very effective and very appropriate for this time of year. So I hope you've enjoyed watching those. But watching me make that card. Like I said, if you want to purchase anything that I've used, all available in my shop, go below and press the link. There'll be links to all the products that I've used as well, so you can just click through to that particular product if there's just one thing that you want to look at. But that's it from me. Thank you very much for watching. If you are watching and you're not a subscriber, I'd really, really appreciate it if you just click the red subscribe button. I'm trying to get to 5,000 subscribers and I'm about 20 odd missing. I think I need another 20 odd subscribers, so if you'd like to help me get to my total, that would be fab. Thanks very much, and I will see you again soon. Have a lovely day. Bye for now.